After 118 days, long days of labor strife, the SAG-AFTRA and the major Hollywood studios solved their long strike on November 9th. SAG-AFTRA got what they wanted, supposedly. We haven't seen any of the details yet. Those are going to be announced later today at a press conference. But the deal was valued at over $1 billion. And that includes limited use of artificial intelligence, AI, which was one of the major sticking points. A lot of the major stars and the background people did not want their faces and images used in perpetuity for using AI, which is what the studios wanted. And so they've reached a compromise on that. They reached a compromise on streaming amounts that actors receive for appearing on series and directors and that sort of thing for streaming shows, which apparently was not very much, but now it's going to be a lot more. For instance, if, let's say, an actor like Jim O'Heir, who I interviewed for my column, appears on a show on Netflix, he'll get a much bigger residual check when that show streams and much bigger check for when he actually makes the series. Some big shows like ABC's Grey's Anatomy and Ghosts on CBS will be able to get up and running after the Thanksgiving holiday, and will be able to they expect to have episodes airing by March. But most of the other shows won't be able to do that, especially, shows that might have been in production when the strike started have a much better shot at getting stuff on the air by the spring of 2024. Everybody else is going to have to wait until next fall. I will say, though, that people I've spoken to and people who I spoke to who've spoken to their colleagues were just totally glad just to finally get this strike over with. It was not fun. They're off to a good start. Like I said, don't expect to see anything new on television for a while, but hopefully by March, we will start to see some returning shows and perhaps even some new series if they can get their act together and get everything up and running. But that's probably a little far-fetched at this point.